Hey everyone, welcome to Frank T's Edit Room of Dreams. Just want to be upfront with you right from the start. Yes, I use an AI assistant to help me edit the show. It helps write scripts, organize my thoughts, and tighten up narration. But make no mistake, I create the show. Every story, every opinion, every 3D printed prop, every memory from my 35 years in television, and every single idea you see here comes from me. The AI doesn't invent the content. It just helps me put it together faster and cleaner. So to all the keyboard warriors out there, relax. This is still 100% Frank T's show. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome to Frank T's Edit Room of Dreams. Tonight we're diving into the incredible world of the man they called the Master of Disaster, Irwin Allen. This legendary producer gave us some of the most ambitious and beloved sci-fi television of the 1960s. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Lost in Space, The Time Tunnel, and Land of the Giants. Then, in the 1970s, he took over movie theaters with blockbuster disaster films like The Poseidon Adventure and The Towering Inferno. We're going to explore how Irwin Allen created his fantasy worlds on a budget, how he constantly recycled props and sets, raided toy stores for futuristic gadgets, and shook the camera like crazy with his famous rock and roll technique. So sit back, grab your favorite snack, and get ready to geek out with one of the most resourceful and entertaining minds in classic sci-fi and disaster cinema. You're watching Frank T's Edit Room of Dreams. Let's get into it. Today we're celebrating one of the true legends of classic sci-fi and disaster movies. My absolute favorite creative genius, Irwin Allen, better known as the Master of Disaster. Irwin Allen, born in 1916, was a producer, director, and writer who absolutely dominated 1960s television with 4 ambitious, effects-heavy sci-fi series. He kicked things off in 1964 with Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, turning his earlier feature film into a weekly undersea adventure starring the magnificent nuclear submarine Seaview. Then came his biggest hit, Lost in Space, in 1965, which followed the Robinson family as they got hopelessly lost in the cosmos. In 1966, he launched The Time Tunnel, where 2 scientists tumbled through history. And in 1968, he brought us Land of the Giants, about people stranded on a planet where everything was 12 times normal size. What made Allen a genius, and a little notorious, was his incredible talent for recycling. He reused sets, miniature models, props, costumes, and even footage across all his shows. But Allen wasn't done yet. In the 1970s, he moved to the big screen and basically invented the modern all-star disaster movie. 2 of Irwin Allen's biggest 1970s blockbusters were absolute spectacles. First, in 1972 came The Poseidon Adventure, an upside-down ocean liner, a massive tidal wave, and an all-star cast, including Ernest Borgnine, Shelley Winters, Red Buttons, and Gene Hackman fighting for survival. The effects were insanely dangerous. Actors were soaked, thrown around, and dangling from ceilings in sets that flooded. Then, in 1974, came The Towering Inferno, the ultimate skyscraper fire movie. An insane all-star cast: Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, Faye Dunaway, William Holden, Fred Astaire, and even O.J. Simpson. The fire effects were so intense and realistic that the cast was genuinely terrified on set. Flames everywhere, explosions, and people jumping from windows. It was pure controlled chaos. These 2 films basically invented the 1970s disaster movie genre and showed what Irwin Allen could do with a huge budget and even bigger ambition. And let's not forget Irwin's famous rock and roll, When the Seaview Was Under Attack, or the Jupiter 2 was shaking apart. Allen would rock the camera wildly from side to side, while the actors stumbled and lurched across the set. This simple, cheap trick made everything feel like total chaos without needing expensive special effects. To this day, fans and filmmakers still call it the Irwin Allen rock and roll. From recycling submarine sets to rocking the camera like a roller coaster, Irwin Allen knew exactly how to thrill audiences on a budget. He gave a whole generation their first big doses of sci-fi wonder and disaster spectacle, and his influence is still felt today. Irwin Allen was the ultimate recycler in 1960s television. He produced 4 big sci-fi shows: Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, Lost in Space, The Time Tunnel, and Land of the Giants. And he reused sets and props across all of them like crazy. The Seaview control room, spaceship corridors, rocky alien landscapes, and even monster suits showed up in multiple shows. If something worked in one episode, it was repainted, redressed, and sent right back into the next production. This kept costs down and let Irwin make expensive-looking TV on a budget. Even better, the effects crew would regularly raid toy stores and hobby shops. They'd buy model kits, plastic toys, and cheap gadgets, then kit bash them into futuristic props. One week, a toy ray gun became a medical scanner. The next week, it was a deadly alien weapon. That clever reuse and toy store creativity is a big reason why Irwin Allen's shows look so much bigger than their budgets. It's old-school ingenuity at its finest. What's your favorite recycled prop from Irwin Allen's universe? Let me know in the comments. For the most part, the toys and heroes of your childhood stay with you forever. And for millions of baby boomers, nothing hits quite like the Season 2 and 3 laser rifle from Lost in Space. Why do we love it so much? Because it was freaking cool as hell, that's why. That sleek silver design, the slotted body, the bright glowing tip, and those satisfying sound effects when it fired, it felt like the ultimate futuristic weapon. When Major West or John Robinson pulled that rifle out, you knew something serious was about to go down. Once John Robinson referred to them as the big guns. Don, break out the big guns. And here's the fun part. The Mattel Rotojet toy came first. Mattel released the Rotojet gun in 1966, and the Lost in Space prop department simply took the toy, modified it, painted it silver, and turned it into the hero rifle we all remember. The prop was literally built around a kid's toy. That's why it feels so authentic to us boomers, because we literally played with the same gun on Saturday mornings and then saw it on TV during the week. It wasn't just a prop. It was a piece of our childhood brought to life. There's plenty more stories like this on Frank T's Edit Room of Dreams, only on YouTube. That's a wrap for today's episode, folks. Remember, keep creating. Whether you're 3D printing giant robots in your garage, editing videos at 2 a.m., or building something totally ridiculous, just keep making stuff. The world needs more mad scientists like us. And before you go, here's more Irwin Allen picks to compare. Check out how he reused the same sets and props across all his shows. Thanks for watching Frank T's Edit Room of Dreams. I'll see you in the next episode. Now go make something awesome, or at least something that explodes when you're tilting the camera. Hey everyone, I've got some exciting news for you here in the Edit Room of Dreams. In the coming episodes, we're diving deep into one of the coolest shows of the 1960s, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. We'll take a close look at the two stars, the suave Robert Vaughn as Napoleon Solo, and the cool, intellectual David McCallum as Ilya Kuryakin. I'll tell you all about their fantastic on-screen chemistry and what their real-life working relationship was like. And of course, we can't forget the one prop that became so popular it actually got its own fan mail, the legendary Uncle Gun, designed by the same genius who created the original Star Trek phaser rifle, Reuben Klamer. You're not going to want to miss this series, so stay tuned. More Spy-Fi goodness is coming your way very soon. This is Frank T. I'll see you in the Edit Room of Dreams.